Oh, yeah.
Blurred Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blurred Activists.
At Spat Dancing Blurred. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jay, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and their Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat and the lyrics and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.
Coming this fall. Coming like summer of 2000.
It was summer of 2000.
It was.
Valid. Completely valid.
Woo. Breathing.
Working.
Alright.
Life.
I think we're here. Yeah.
All the things.
Alright, guys. Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of the Blurred Survival Guide.
We are back for another week of fun and all the things.
I remember we used to keep count of these episodes.
We still do.
Well, we keep count like we've not kept count verbally because I don't even know where we are.
Oh, verbally. I mean, this season we're on episode. Technically, this is episode 10, but we've done 11 of these for this season. If you want to count the live one,
yeah,
the panel.
Yeah, okay.
But we are on official episode 10.
Well,
so we've made it to
episode 10. I'd like to season 3. Can I say something real fast?
What you want to say?
I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
I had a great one, and I wouldn't be here without him. So I'm grateful for my dad, my granddad. I'd like to dedicate this episode to him, if you don't mind. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'd like to dedicate this episode, and I also like to say Happy Juneteenth to all my brethren.
Emotional damage.
Big facts. That's too much. I can't believe you said it.
Black people, free people. What you mean?
I mean, it's true.
Black people, free black people. Yeah.
Straight up. That's the facts, man. Woo. That's the facts. But yeah, so happy Father's Day and happy Juneteenth to everybody out there in podcast land.
Yeah.
In the Blurredverse.
Yeah. Blurredverse. But yeah, welcome to another episode, new episode. Episode 10 officially, episode 11 unofficially, episode...
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many for however many seasons.
3 seasons, and now, yeah. But we're here. It's a new week, new episode. Unfortunately, sure. Ryan is under the weather, so we're gonna... He's here in spirit.
Sending up some good vibes for Ryan. I hope you get better, buddy.
And everybody, just a reminder, drink your water.
Drink your water.
It's hot out there.
It's hot, especially down here in Alabama. It's been...
Y'all know we got a heat wave out here. Bro, my AC went out. I was like, there's no way. There's no
We're about to go into the hottest week of the year.
And July's hotter than June. You can't even play me on that one.
We got the longest day of the week, the longest day of the week and the longest day of the year tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
June 21st? Yeah.
Oh, and the sun just going to be up all day. Like, out.
Them kids are going to be acting a fool.
I hope.
Have fun with
that.
that.
I wish you the best of luck.
I already know it.
I wish you the best of luck.
No. No. No, but let's dive on into this here episode today. We're gonna mix and match with both Father's Day and Juneteenth.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to all the dads, of course, but also shout out to all the brothers and the sisters and All of them.
I mean, for those that don't know, should we tell people what Juneteenth is actually a celebration of?
I mean,
because I feel like
it's a federal holiday now, so you better know what
it is a federal holiday.
It's not ice cream sold at Walmart,
but it's our Independence Day.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, for real, like, that's kind of what it is. It's like a celebration of when the last slave was freed in, I think, Galveston, Texas.
Yep.
Is where it was.
Yup.
In, 1865?
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, they signed the Emancipation Proclamation about 20 years prior to that, if I'm not mistaken.
A whole
good
score.
while. It wasn't the same year. Let's just go ahead and say that. A whole score. Oh, wow.
Abraham Lincoln.
Mr.
He said 4 scored 7 years ago. I was like, ooh, look at that.
So a score is 20 years?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
You didn't learn that in school?
No, I didn't. I guess Homewood didn't teach me the same.
1 whole score.
There you go.
So instead of 87 years, just 20.
God dang, that's a long time.
87 years, yeah.
To not be working. Can you imagine working 20 years and not getting paid for it? And like everybody else is getting paid for it now? Like, I know it's like cents on the dollar, but like you found out.
Oh, you mean women in the 21st century? Ayo, call them out.
Well, you know, that's a fact.
That's another episode.
That's another episode. That's last month's episode. March. No, 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months. 3 months, actually.
Oof. This year keeps going by.
Where's your time gone?
It's been 87 years. It's been 87 years.
But how many years in Azkaban?
Oh, God.
15
years in Azkaban!
Lol.
Oh,
What are we talking about this week?
But like
Dads
Jeremy said,
and
we're
black
talking about
dads,
black dads.
TV and
we're
movies
merging the
and
two.
cartoons.
Yeah,
we did an episode like this last Father's Day as well, but we're gonna get more into more of the Afro.
Well,
fathers.
my problem with like the narrative is like that they're outside of TV is like there's this like absentee black dad narrative, right?
And
it's
it's slowly changing too, because they're
no doubt because there's research now that
there's
shows
research,
it.
and we're in a new generation of kids who didn't grow up with fathers, so it's like I'm not going to be my father. Like we grew up with enough kids in our generation who said I'm not going to be another statistic like my father.
Right.
So
right.
we're getting more and more.
But I mean, it wasn't just like these fathers choosing to like leave their family. A lot of it was like the over policing of black neighborhoods that led to the breakdown of the black neighborhood, the black family.
Yeah.
Which I mean. Even when dads were in jail, they were still there for their kids. Like a lot of the time,
whatever they could do to get get the kids up in the
to like keep
handle
rear
their
them
business.
get them okay. I mean that was for real a thing as a result of slavery and so many other things. But that's why we celebrate today. Is because this is the day that we actually were free, as opposed to the 4th of July, which is American Independence Day, which.
Taco Tuesday.
Might as well be. I mean, shoot, it's not like we were free.
Nah.
But.
No, we were still celebrating. I mean, we weren't celebrating. We were still working while everyone else was celebrating with fireworks above their heads.
Right. Literally, yeah. Working at night.
Yeah.
But, to honor the black dads out there, we're going to just talk about some of our favorite black dads. And TV and in cartoons and in movies, right?
Plus Ultra.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The way you just pressed that button, just like, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But we kind of talked beforehand. We went down a nostalgia rabbit hole of sorts earlier today, like watching freaking early 2000s commercials. Y'all remember Zoo Books? I'm just saying, y'all remember Zoo Books? Because if you do remember Zoo Books, then you're with us. I think we're reaching our demographic.
We need to have you on the podcast at this point.
Y'all remember Flown? Bruh.
Flown.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
Y'all remember those cakes that had the ice cream in it, and like the one specific cake in that commercial with the baseball?
You wanted that baseball game.
Everybody wanted the baseball cake after that baseball game.
That's a thing. The Betty Crocker Baker or whatever the heck it was, bro. Like I was. Miriam said her mom had that. I was jealous. My grandma was not about that.
You know that picture of the Barbie cake you saw?
Yeah, the Barbie cake was the filled cake. What was it? Do you remember?
Ice cream.
Homemade ice cream cake, bro.
Maybe just said that like it was nothing, but you got homemade ice cream
Growing
cake.
up, my mom was like the queen of cakes and cupcakes. Like
Homemade
I had a
ice
teddy bear, like homemade, like dipped each of the little like fur on the cake.
For
my kindergarten graduation,
I seen the picture.
like-
I had seen it, and
Yeah.
it was real, and it was legit.
And I had a lion cake for like second grade, I think. Yeah.
I mean, Grandma was a baker, but she wasn't like a cake decorator.
No, mom was a baker.
That sounds like cake boss level type. Yeah.
Real deal, like real deal.
We got a week to get this product out. My house. That's it.
If I had to think about what Miriam's mom was, I would say that she was the GOAT. I'd say that she was the GOAT mom, like in the kitchen, like just like holding it down. But you know who the GOAT father figure is, in my opinion, in all of black television?
Who that?
Uncle Phil, aka Mr. James Avery.
R.I.P.
I mean, like outside, like you have to stack him up against like I think they refer to it as like the Mount Rushmore of black dads, right? Like
Oh, he's definitely up there.
He's like
He
of
is
the
up
four.
there,
I
yeah.
mean, like he's definitely one or two. And
Right.
I mean, the debatable one is always, Bill Cosby, like, his father figure role.
I feel like that would have been one of those that like we can replace at this point.
I think so.
We can
I think so. I
definitely
think that's valid. But at the same time, like, for our generation.
Early 90s to very early 2000s, like 2001, 2002.
Right, like it makes it a more challenging thing.
Dr. Huxtable is a good father.
Versus
Bill Cosby.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah, Cliff Huxtable, not
But I think
William Cosby.
as not even as a result of the life circumstances that befell Mr. Cosby, I think that Uncle Phil is the greatest dad.
Mm-hmm.
And not because of like anything that James Avery did, but because this man like took in kids that weren't his own kids and raised them as his own. I think because that wasn't what the Huxtable family was. I mean, they were just
they were just nuclear family.
Precisely.
Yes, nuclear.
Yeah, it was nuclear.
Yeah, because it was all the kids. Yeah.
It was all the kids
It was
and
all
their
his
kids
kids, yeah.
and like his grandkids by the end of it.
Yeah. What was that wasn't even his grandkids. That was his niece. When Raven came on. Yeah.
That's right. Raven was a niece.
And even still, she was only calling him She was calling him Dr. Huxtable. Didn't call him Uncle Cliff or anything.
No, not at all. But Uncle Phil, Uncle Phil held it down for like multiple people's kids.
Yeah, I'm taking nephew from Phil, literally from across the country. Got my kids. I got,
Mind you, it wasn't even like his sister's
No,
kid.
it was his sister-in-law.
It was his.
It was his sister-in-law's kid. So not even by blood. This is by law.
Yeah.
That's your nephew.
Yeah.
And you, in that 6-year time span, became
Fathered
a father.
him.
Yeah.
Fathered the heck
Yeah.
out of him, bro. Like.
Him along with his own kids.
And everybody else viewing. Like the viewing audience of our generation and several others as well, to be honest. Like, dude was the GOAT without fail, in my opinion. Like, he's just the scenes that are so iconic for him anyway, too.
Break out Lucille.
Right.
That's where you knew, like, that's not where it all started. What it all started with, like, with people falling in love with Uncle Phil was the when Will and Carlton were put in jail.
Yeah.
Because they were like they thought that
in like Mayberry, bro, like that one horse town jail.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't Mayberry. It was when they were going to They were headed to Palm Springs.
Well, they were going through Alabama.
No, not Palm Springs.
Excuse me, my bad. That's right. It was just like a rural town.
Not even that. It was just there were just two black kids, and I guess they ran the license plate. It belonged to the lawyer partner that belonged to Phil's partner.
They got caught. Driving while black.
Yeah, that's
what it was.
I mean, yeah, you got the iconic scenes in the jail cell with homeboy who was singing gospel spirituals, scared everybody. But then, like I said, when Uncle Phil came in, it was just like, yeah, you better get my kids out this damn cell before I fuck up.
Because he showed up. Because there were parts where you're watching, and I think probably the writers realized that like Uncle Phil came off as harsh. You were like, dang, like lay off of Will's, like Will, like he's been through it.
But then we see why.
But I think they later on like started to really develop his character well.
Oh, definitely.
Into like the loving but while also stern
and like asked a lot of his kids' father figure.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he was, like I said, he'd go top tier. Definitely belongs on the Mount Rushmore of black fathers.
Right?
Up there.
I'm gonna let you go.
Boom. I'm pulling out the air. I'm put one of the newer fathers, and I've been watching the series, and I think I'm pretty much caught up with the series. I don't know if I'm still watching it or not, but the Craig of the Creek, the dad on there,
Okay.
who's also played by Terry Crews, which is also one of the fathers from Everybody Hates Chris.
Bruh.
But Terry Crews as a father figure in both those shows, but specifically for me and Craig of the Creek, he's like a tech, like IT guy, and
I think I remember.
and he's just like, I mean, he's there for his kids, there for the family. It doesn't show that he's like a divorced father or separated or things.
I didn't realize that Craig's parents were divorced.
They're not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's not showing that. It's showing that Craig, you're seeing a black family with a mom, dad, 3 kids,
Right.
and all under one household, upper middle class.
Right.
And it's modern day, not 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, oh wow, this is breaking the stigma of single mom or single dad or stuff like that. And even with that, like, I mean, there's still, the whole series as a whole is amazing. Definitely, if you don't want to watch the entire series, check out just Craig's dad's those scenes. There's one episode that I love where he's playing a video game with Craig, and he does the whole thing where it's like where older brothers and fathers, they let you win so you can do all that, so you can feel like you're winning when you're growing up. But it got to the point where it's like Craig beat him and was like, yeah, okay, it's time to get real, and he does the lean forward. It's time to get serious. So yeah, it shows that we like, it shows people, adults who watch it are those same adults who like watching their older brothers play video games and stuff like that. It definitely reflects real life, and it's
definitely like that. The lean forward is a moment, right?
Yeah.
And like when you're playing with your older brother or your dad, even, and like they're just they're hanging back, like you're just like play the game, But when they realize, wait, let me put you in check.
Right, it's like you get a little too cocky for yourself. I mean,
I had those moments with my granddad. Like I never beat the man in tennis. Like, never beat the man in tennis. Like, he was a tennis king, and never beat the man in ping pong. Like, these were 2 sports that, for some reason, that involved the net, he would excel at. I mean, I guess, I don't know if it had anything to do with, like, his fishing, skill, like, how he cast, like, the rod or whatever, but, like, the dude could play some ping pong. And I still never beat him to this, like, never will.
Yep.
But like, there were definitely those moments like later on, like basketball, like I would beat him in horse, and like that was like the super fun moment.
Do the teeth, granddad. Don't make him. All right, we're gonna dunk off this.
But
dunk off of Hizzy.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't do that. Dirty.
Yeah, like let me try and dunk on you, granddad, real quick, so like you could try and.
It'd be wrong if he were to like dunk on you.
The amount of shock on my face that would have happened, just like.
So Jay, that's a H, right?
Bro, 10 out of 10 would have definitely tried out for middle school basketball at the point where my granddad is dunking on me. I'm like, you got it like that? Oh, I have to have it like that. Like, there's no doubt. Like, what the heck? 60-year-old man dunking on me.
What?
That would have been wild. I need a cartoon. I guess like Uncle Drew was kind of like that. Yeah, but like not. I want an actual old granddad that's a basketball star. Oh my God. That's Kareem. Let's make a cartoon out of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He might be down for it.
There may already be one.
I know that he may have like made an appearance in like maybe like a Scooby-Doo or something like that. You know what I mean?
Like a Harlem Globetrotters and Futurama.
Yeah, kind of like that. But
we digress.
Craig, I feel that, man. I wish I had more context for Craig because I've watched it some, but I haven't watched it in its entirety. But his dad, from what I remember, you're right. Like he's just the ideal father figure in terms of like taking care of his son, and his family, and like letting them grow.
I mean, it's not like he's the only breadwinner. He and the mom are both making money. Like they both have their jobs, and they come home every day to. Like I said, upper middle class. So I mean, it's
not unlike Static Shock's dad.
Ooh. Ooh, Mr. Hawkins.
Yes. Virgil Hawkins's father.
Yeah.
That man works hard for his family.
A stoic figure in the
Isn't
comic
it Virgil
community.
Hawkins Sr.?
I believe so.
I think so. I think
he's
he
Virgil
is.
Jr. I think Static is Virgil Jr.
VJ.
Yeah, gotta be. I'm surprised he wasn't ever called that in the show.
It would have made sense.
It would
It would have definitely made sense.
no,
Robert Hawkins.
Robert Hawkins.
Robert Hawkins.
Bob.
Bob.
But no, man. Like when we first talked about this episode, I was like,
You know who did his voice?
Who?
The guy who did the voice of Gantu from Lilo and Stitch.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I knew.
He's in Invincible. He's in Invincible.
He's in literally every
Every
cartoon you can
Young
think
Justice, Proud Family. He's
Mhm.
Poppy.
of. Mm-hmm. He does the laugh.
The laugh.
Yeah.
Poppy's laugh.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the principal in American Dad.
Yep. Brian Lewis. He's also Joker in Batman Brave and the Bold. Or it's the Batman cartoon series. One of them. He's a Joker.
he plays the Joker. Wow, that man's got some range.
No, he does. He's Cleveland Jr.
He was in
Yeah,
Like, he's the voice of
yeah.
Cleveland, like Cleveland Jr. Like
Oh.
the high pitched Cleveland Jr. Yeah.
He's
What?
Zit in Animaniacs.
Who?
Zit.
I don't know who that is.
He's been in it. Basically, he's voiced everything.
This man. Okay, cool.
Am I
Well,
right?
I learned something new on the podcast
Yeah,
today.
Kevin Michael Richardson is got a
Goated.
Yeah.
Goated. In,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was on an episode of How I Met Your Mother. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Crazy.
Indeed.
If y'all ain't
Oh
know,
my
man.
gosh. He was in The Country Bears.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh
who it
my
was.
gosh, she said the Country Bears.
He had to have been one of the Bears. If not, he was probably like a disc jockey.
Maybe. Yeah.
A radio disc jockey.
I just know that like the episode where Robert Hawkins has to like address the racism of his best
Yeah,
friend's
his best friend's dad. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That shit was heavy, bro.
Or
Like,
deep.
and he handled it. Like he
Deep.
he made sure that he like made sure to talk to his son about it. You know, like letting him know that just
They'll
because
have
his
these hard
dad's one
conversations.
way doesn't mean that his best friend is
Right.
gonna be that way or anything like that. Like that. That conversation, I remember watching that on Kids WB and like just being so like in tune.
Flabbergasted.
I was like, just like this is real. Like it became like a really real moment for me. I was like, this could actually happen. You
Yeah.
know, like I grew up in Homewood,
Oh,
so
yeah,
like
man.
I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
grew up
dang,
in
like it's possible, right? Like
Quiet suburban neighborhood home.
yeah, I was like, I could very well be just not liked by one of my friends' dads. It definitely was a powerful conversation.
No. But I mean, his dad as a whole, that was even like at the end of the series, like towards the end of the series, where his dad knew the whole time. He was
Really?
like- Mhm. There was a TikTok that I saw where it's like he was like, where Static was just like, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to get off the building. I'll make sure everybody's safe." He was like, "Just take off the mask." It was like, "Sir, I can't do that." It was like, "Virgil, take off the mask." It was like, "How'd you know?" It was like, "I've always known." I'm like,
What?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So
You gotta go back and
give
watch
some
this,
some
bro.
heartfelt moments. Like he can provide some heartfelt moments on that.
Dang,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Just knew the whole. I mean, that scans for a dad, though.
Because
Like,
I think one his dad like the principal at the school, or he was something at the school, or
no, he was.
was he a therapist?
I thought he was a therapist.
Possibly.
I feel like Robert Hawkins was a therapist.
Robert Hawkins.
Oh.
Please hold while your party is reached. Hot air,
He
so
was.
hot in her.
He was a successful football player in his college years. Then he
That's
joined the
not too big.
Marines, and he's a counselor at basketball camps. And he became he's a social worker.
Hey.
He is a social worker. That's
Hey.
right, because he works at the center.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
There we go.
he's a social worker.
State line of work there, Jay, huh?
You know, there's greatness in us. Let me tell you. If you
Is
just
that why you want to become a social worker?
if you Google famous
Because of
social
Robert
workers, it's worth it. It's worth like a good rabbit hole to know who is a social worker that are like actors and stuff like that. It's cool. I can't tie it.
Social
at
portal.
all. Yeah, whatever. But like, no, I encourage anybody to do that. It's kind of it's crazy. The guy in Waiting, so like the you know the movie Waiting, that plays the penis showing game.
Talking about Luis Guzman?
Yeah, he's a social worker. He was a social worker in
The head
New York.
chef?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was a social worker.
He was
before.
also a chef in the Cinderella story.
He was.
Yeah.
He was at the
He
bar.
was,
At the,
yeah.
not the bar.
At the
The
Elizabeth
diner
Dyer version. Yeah.
At the diner.
Speaking of, now we're kind of off subject, but Terry Crews. Terry Crews is a dad in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He is.
He will do whatever for his little baby.
And he got caught up with the with his own police. Like
Yeah.
that whole episode where he was trying to pick up the moo and
yeah.
he was being stopped while black because he was walking in his neighborhood, which just happened to be a white neighborhood.
Of course.
He was walking in his neighborhood trying to find the moo for his daughters, and the police stopped him. It was like, "Sir, put your hands up." He was trying to tell him, "No, I'm with the 9-9. I am a police officer," but the guy wouldn't have it, and they had a whole conversation about that. Like at the 9-9,
That's a whole thing,
investigation.
bro.
Yeah.
Terry Crews is a dad, period.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet he's a wonderful father in real life. I think he actually is a father.
He
in
is.
real
He's
life.
got 2 kids. I think they're around our age actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that like him
He's
as a
strong,
dad
he look young, but he
and
old.
boy, he's just in shape. He is
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like just as a dad, and everybody hates Chris, man. Like
This knew how to save $1.
Knew how to save $1. Knew how to be there for his wife, who definitely has some anger issues. Like Rochelle was mad at
He
the
has
world.
5 kids.
He has
Terry
5
got
kids.
5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Father's Day. But no, like he held it down for Rochelle, he held it down for his baby girl, and he held it down for Chris. Like just like
Don't forget Drew.
Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Drew didn't really need as much. I mean, Drew was the
older,
favorite.
yeah, the favorite older brother.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I mean, he held down the family.
Sure did.
Yeah, he held down the whole family. That's me. Like I said, Rochelle had moments when she said, "I'm literally not you next week. I'll see you next Tuesday." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
dang.
Rochelle was mad. Yeah. She had a lot to be mad at though. Like I'm not even gonna front. Like she knew that their life was harder because they were black. Like they were like
mid '70s in New York,
right.
in Harlem, New York.
Right. Like it was crucial. Like and all she
They want to talk to
wanted.
Chris Rock to see how much like
She just
of that
wanted what was
actually
best for her
true.
babies. She just was trying to like. I would love to know how much is real, like from it.
Same
Like,
conversation with Chris Rock. See how much is actually true in the show. Everybody hates Chris.
who's next on our list?
It's Chris. Let's go ahead and go with another non-father that we all know is black, even though he was technically counted as a dog.
But he black.
He is. Goofy Goof.
He is a father. Though.
He's a father. He's definitely a father.
He's definitely-
He's a single father.
He is a single father. I think that the tragedy of his wife is just like the saddest thing in Disney. Period. I'm pretty sure she died. Like she had like
Had to have.
she had like a terminal illness and she ends up dying. That's why.
I think that's
Goofy
one
is
of
by
the
himself.
more popular theories of why.
Because it's
why
not
there's-
ever like divorce or anything like
They
that.
never
but
talk
like,
about it.
they don't.
But you
Except
see-
in like there's like bits and pieces of Max missing his mom, and a couple of the TV series episodes. Am I wrong about that?
And Goof Troop.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I like watch that just for laughs. Cause they don't really touch it. I mean, yes, PJ and PJ's family,
Right.
but I mean, there's like I said, this theory of her having terminal illness. Because if you look at the old Disney how-to videos where it was Goofy, but he wasn't named Goofy, he was still Dippy Dog at the time.
Mm-hmm. The how-to videos
Yeah.
were some of my favorite, like how to ski and all that.
Yeah, but there's like a couple of them where he has a wife in those, and they're saying that there's a theory that is Max's mom, and then she disappears for a while, and then Max is born, and then we never see her again. So it may have been like there's a theory that she could have died on the table, giving birth to Max, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of theories about
This
it.
man went to the greatest lengths for his son.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
The family, the first Goofy movie, I mean, he just wanted to take his son fishing. He just wanted to take his boy fishing, but his little boy She was like, I'm trying to
I'm
chase
scheming to go all
I'm trying
the
to
way
scheme on
California.
this girl, bro.
I'm
Like,
trying to go all the way to California.
how angry were you when you realized that Roxanne wasn't like in the next movie,
in an extremely goofy movie, as like a love interest or like
I
a
think-
continued storyline.
I didn't realize it when I was younger, watching them back to back at the time. 'Cause,
Right.
I mean, it was just like, all right, we got Max falling in love with Roxanne, and then we got Max going to college.
I
That's all I
needed
was
the
on
in
about,
between.
but
I needed
yeah.
to know a little bit. I wanted their love story to develop more.
But yeah, as I got older and as I got to the adult, it's like, yo, what happened to Roxanne? I think I started Googling it too. I was like, whatever happened to Roxanne?
There's got to be some storylines.
And there has to be. There's like fan art of like Goofy, of Max's wallet with her, like with them at prom and stuff like that.
Okay,
Like, they actually
okay,
did have a
okay.
relationship. But I mean, if you do remember Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas when they had like the 3D animated version of all of those.
Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas
Yeah.
is one of my favorites.
When they had Goofy's section and Max is coming home from college for the winter break, it's not Roxanne. He has another girlfriend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened. I need a reunion. Can we get a like a goofy
high school.
Well, you know how they did like American Pie the reunion. Can we get like a Goofy movie reunion? Like
Yeah.
I would be game for
Like
that.
the last Goofy movie or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Bring back PJ. Bring back Pauly Shore. Bring back Pauly Shore, please.
Probably sure, because him being Pinocchio is a whole problem.
Is it? He's Pinocchio.
Have you not seen that TikTok of like, Father, please let me
Father, when
go.
am I gonna be on my own?
When I'm gonna be on my own.
Is that real?
It's real.
It's not like a joke.
No, it's Lionsgate, I believe.
Oh my,
Yeah.
Lionsgate. I liked a lot of Lionsgate's movies too growing up. Like that.
Well, but Disney is also doing not live, but doing another. No,
No, they're doing it's live
action.
action because Tim Allen. No, Tom Hanks is Geppetto.
Yeah.
And
Pauly Shore is Pinocchio.
No, not in live action.
Oh, okay. So we're getting two Pinocchios.
Yes.
No, the Pinocchio with Pauly Shore has already come out.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. It's like it's cheap. It's very cheaply made. It's like, hey, here's
Low budget Pinocchio.
Yeah, basically here's $1 million. That's all you get for budget, recording, animation,
Editing.
Do you guys remember the Jonathan Taylor Thomas Pinocchio, live action Pinocchio?
Was that the one like it was like
I loved that.
weirdly
one.
Like the
CGI?
no, it's like the animatronic puppet almost at first.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it's him, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
vaguely. I have a vague memory of
It was
that
like
one.
a foggy haze on like the actual film.
Yeah, and
the
there
whole
was
time.
like, oh,
Yeah.
and then he like goes to this island where these parents are creating their ideal children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one.
See, the only Pinocchio that's stuck in my head is
Disney.
OG. Yeah.
Disney Pinocchio, yeah.
I like he's going to.
With the
you-
racist racist.
Yeah, it's all the racist undertones, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear them say ass in the kids' movie. I'm like, oh, yeah.
They're talking about donkeys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I remember. The donkeys were the racist part.
Well, then there
That
was
too, but also it was like a horror movie because you actually see the kids turn into the donkeys.
You're talking
It was
about the
like-
live action one, right?
No, the cartoon one.
Well, there's also the live action one that Disney made too.
no.
Was it not a Disney production one? Because I know I've seen another live
That's
action.
the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one.
Okay.
And it's not Disney.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's also the racist scene in there where they're literally showing like black men working on a rail that's they're probably slaves, and they don't show their faces.
Ew.
Is that Pinocchio? Or is that Dumbo?
No.
I believe it was. I think that was Dumbo. I know saw the
Is that
TikTok where it's like Dumbo.
Yeah, that's
was
what
like,
I'm talking about. I thought
yeah.
it was Pinocchio. Maybe I'm wrong.
yeah, it's Dumbo when it's at the beginning of the movie where they're
Yeah.
because they're singing
Oh,
about
yeah, they're
like
working on the
it's like-
railway.
it's like we don't know how to read and write and hit. Yeah, they're it's just silhouettes of men.
And you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know how to read and write, but we know how to hit the hammer and something
Oh
like that. Yeah.
no, Disney.
Yeah.
Oh no, Disney.
So not only are we getting elephants drunk, we have slaves making.
And the crows.
Elephant
Yeah.
Drum is not. Oof.
Yeah. All we focused on was a drunk elephant and the elephants on parade.
I thought it was drugs.
No, he was drunk. That was because remember the clowns like poured the wine into his water.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But like that scene is trippy.
Oh, that scene is
Like,
a
that-
whole
it
acid
is-
trip.
It is psychedelic.
A whole
as
acid
all
trip.
get
Oh my
out.
god.
Why does this
So
movie-
much so that the artist that we don't speak of sampled it and made it into a whole song. Like that happened. It's pretty cool. I got to see it live one time, but I'll show it to you one day.
Okay. Elephants on parade. What's this?
I'll show it to you. So definitely gonna not a complete departure from dad who's aren't dads, but like this dad is not a dad, but he black and he raised somebody. I'm gonna have to go Killer B. I mean, we can't like not mention an anime character for me, and like I have to mention Killer B as like a father figure to Naruto at least for a brief period of time.
I mean, it's not even a brief period. It was all the way through the second
Great,
Ninja
the
War.
Great Ninja War, yeah, and like even like a little bit afterward, right?
Yeah.
Because he made it through the Great Ninja War,
Yeah.
but like
It was like those literally the last two Jin Cherokees. I mean, you got one who was a full-fledged adult, the other one who's just turned 18
and this
during
man,
the war.
and he literally, and he's genuinely just like teaching Naruto the way of the beast, bro. Like how to like commune with his tailed beast,
Literal
like,
inner demon.
Yeah, and just like mesh with it and like grow from it. And I mean, it's a great metaphor in my opinion. Like it's one of the best metaphors that you can have like in anime, just like to wrestle with your inner demon, to like commune with it and everything. But like he legitimately just like shows him the way. Like he gurus the craft out of him.
With hard bars, brah.
The hardest.
The hardest of bars.
The hardest. Yo.
I mean, if you want to talk about anime black fathers, Piccolo is obviously in the
Bruh,
list as well.
thank you for saying that. Yes.
Piccolo.
Yes, bro. Like homeboy, 10 times better father than Goku ever
I was
was.
gonna say raised the whole alien.
Well, a whole half human, half alien. He was half human.
I mean, it's like saying you have black, half white.
Sure. Black.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Half
Sure.
human, half
Gohan.
alien.
I mean, yeah, Gohan. Yeah. All right. I'll take your argument. Accepted. Validated. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's still an
But
alien.
no, like for real. Like I'm glad you said Piccolo because
Piccolo.
genuinely was responsible for the entire upbringing of Gohan.
Yeah.
Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Goku was dead or not around training. I mean,
We're not gonna talk about bad.
bro, that's how
on this
I,
episode,
that's how I
but-
felt about. I felt so salty when he was like around for Goten. I was like, oh, but just bump Gohan, and then Goten could just automatically turn into a Super Saiyan at a child's age. It was upsetting. It was like, what, bro?
Well, when
So
you
maybe
don't
this is the result of having your father around, Gohan.
have that, or like the resentment of not having your actual father, just brings out that anger just a little bit faster.
No, like Goten. Well, that's the thing. Goten got to be a Super Saiyan faster.
Oh, because
Because
there.
Goku was around, and like
Wow.
Gohan had to like go through like these traumatic
Wow.
trainings and like the hyperbolic time chamber, which would be like 2 years, but like in a day, and then he became the Super Saiyan. Literally,
Wow.
yeah. Just like thinking about it, I'm just saying, Gohan, Goku, if you had been around, maybe Gohan wouldn't have had to like get his butt whooped, and he would have achieved his.
Bruh.
Yes, achieved his like greatness that he was supposed to be. That's my rant.
This bitch.
Do you want to press it one more time?
That's my rant.
This bitch.
All right.
All right.
But
For my bitch quota.
good. My tablet died,
Okay.
so we ain't got no list no more.
Oh no.
I haven't.
Oh, Miriam has the list.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kool-Aid Man.
Not a father. Honestly, he's probably like the worst kind of father. Like he just shows up and like wrecks your house, and then like
Oh yeah.
and gives your kids a bunch of sugar, and then leaves.
Bye bye.
Like dude just is reckless with his ish.
Miles Morales' dad.
Jefferson Davis.
Man,
He's a cop.
does that make it? Does that disqualify him?
So was Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow though is a
But he was a cop in the 90s.
Okay, but
I don't know if that's much better.
Less cameras.
Oh,
I don't know. That's it.
I mean, like, what's his face? Rodney King happened in the '90s,
I still
fam.
think.
Like,
Look, I still think he was a good dad.
he was among the best. He I think him, and I think he's up on the
Mount
Mount
Rushmore of
Rushmore.
grandfathers.
Yeah.
Which one, Carl or?
Carl.
Okay.
Carl. I think Carl's on the Mount
was
Rushmore.
like, yeah,
I mean, like he
it's
raised.
saying-
He essentially raised his neighbor's kids because Lord knows the Urkels were not present parents.
Nah, because they were one of those like.
They were.
I mean, he
smart.
was saying no. Yeah, they were all scientists, and
Mm-hmm.
because they were full-fledged scientists who just so happened to have a kid, it was like, yeah, you good, you can survive.
Yeah.
We'll just bring food every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like
So
I
he's always going over to annoy the Winslows.
and because of Laura.
Yeah,
He loved Laura.
full-fledged love.
Man, when she finally realized that he was worth it, and
I felt like it was too late.
Mm,
That's a whole nother conversation, though.
that's a hot take, I think.
It is, because he had, and God rest her soul, Myra.
Yeah.
She loved him for being smart and
Fine,
loved him-
too.
Fine as hell.
Yeah.
Loved him for him. Loved Steve for Steve.
Didn't have to be
Not Stefan. No, we ain't need no Stefan. She loved Steve for Steve, and they loved each other.
They did.
But because he still had
Feelings
freaking
for
love
Laura.
for Laura, that's why they broke up. And I'm like, Steve, come on. You had the
It's true.
perfect
Oh, it's
woman
true.
for
I
you.
mean, like it means something for someone to love you just for you, bro. That's real. That's real. And I mean, it should mean the most, honestly.
Terrible.
Mm.
Terrible.
Mm. But Carl never wanted him to date. Don't need that.
Also that. So like, so many things. But Carl Winslow's dad though.
As a dad, I mean,
like not even just taking in Steve or.
but
Carl,
Eddie, like the way he fathers Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie and Waldo when Waldo was around.
Waldo's
The
wild.
stupidest, one of the stupidest live action characters.
By far. He, like people talk about Jazz, but like Jazz ain't have nothing on. I mean, Waldo ain't have nothing on Jazz.
It was like, Waldo was the slimmest crayon, the roundest crayon in the crayon box.
Bro, you did not just say that. That's too specific. You just didn't fit, bro. Like,
Yeah, man, he was not there.
he was.
There was something.
What did they say? Not the sharpest tool in the tool shed.
Yeah, that's, I don't want to use that one because it was all everyone knows that one. I need a new one. That's right. Around the crayon in the crayon box. Yeah.
Yeah, or the dullest.
There you go.
Hey, is that what you were going for? The
Yeah,
dullest
'cause
crayon?
I couldn't think of the word dull. I just, you know what I mean by round.
I mean, and it's the visual there made sense to me. I'll be honest. Like, just like shoving everything, it just doesn't fit quite right. Like,
that too. He probably did stick the circle in the square hole.
he did. Well, in the high school.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But Eddie was his friend, and Eddie was raised to not judge people based off of their intelligence, I suppose.
I mean, he was best
Well,
friend.
I mean, he was best friend with Eddie and Waldo.
I was
So
gonna
like,
say,
I mean,
he was best friend. Yeah, it was like equal friends with Steve as much as he was with Waldo. So
and it was a solid balance. That's true.
he was
That's
literally
true.
in the middle of smart and stupid.
And I mean, he was literally in the middle. He was an intelligent young man that makes mistakes. So it's like a perfect balance between them three.
But then also, like, even the earlier seasons before Judy went up and disappeared out the staircase, he took care of that. Wasn't even his kid. That was his like he took care of his sister-in-law and her kids because the little boy was there too. The little boy stayed a little bit longer, but Judy went up them stairs and never came back.
Never came back.
Yeah.
It was like that too
grew
on the
up-
sitcom.
Yeah, she grew up and she did some adult things.
Did she really? Oh, we'll have to talk. What'd she do?
Corn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some adult films.
Corn.
There you go.
Okay.
Kern.
Special K.
Special K. Oh my gosh. Get out of the studio. You're allowed to leave now. I'll take over.
Nah. Let's finish up. Let's switch on over to Jefferson Davis, the father of Miles Morales.
Yeah. I mean,
Get out this cornhole.
y'all can dismiss him. Change the episode right now.
It was the shock on his face when he realized what he said. It was the cornhole.
I cannot believe it. I'm just
I think we should
disgusted.
we can take a break now.
Woo! I'm gonna do one talk
I
about Jefferson Davis.
don't know a lot about Jefferson Davis, but I do know a lot about.
He was a cop. He was a dad, and then he died.
He supported his son though.
He
Like,
did.
he really was there to love and support his son. And him and the mom, you know, they were both there. So,
Preach.
I mean, they were at least there.
right.
Preach.
But that uncle, though.
Uncle Pete, Uncle Ben, R.I.P.
He is Uncle Ben in the...
He's only been there for Miles, but it's not his name. Something Davis. So I'm just trying to go through Spider-Man No Way Home, dude, or Spider-Man Homecoming. What's his name? Aaron.
Uncle Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron Davis. That was like,
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
yeah, Uncle Aaron, a.k.a. the Prowler.
Bruh, that was harsh. That was a harsh one. That was a hard loss, too. For real, for real.
Oh, yeah, Donald Glover plays him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it all ties into the Donald Glover Spider-Man.
Finally.
I had a dad, but I forgot. I lost it.
The way you phrase that. I had a dad, but I forgot.
That did happen at one time, though. You know, trauma. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going off the rails on this.
I just realized that I can start doing dead dad jokes, and it's just gonna make everybody uncomfortable.
All right, what we're
We
going to do
can
now is...
go on and on. We go on and
What
on.
we're going to do now is take a quick break. You're going to hear a word from... Not you're going to hear a word from my sponsor. I'm messing up because of this man. We'll be right back with the Weekly Blur.
Thank you for your service.
It's time for the Weekly Blur.
What a fade out, man. Welcome back, everybody.
Once again, that was In the End by Linkin Park right here on WBSG, Blur's Bible Guide Live.
Radio.
Hey! Oh, wait, I hadn't even started.
You better get
I got none of that.
You gotta get caught up, fam. You better get here. Woo! We here. We back.
There we go.
I hope y'all enjoyed that intro, that exit.
Because in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Man, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So it's time for our weekly blur.
Yeah!
You know what that means.
Yeah!
It's that time when we talk about hashtag all the things
Yeah!
that we went through this week and we've seen or heard and we want to tell you about.
Believe it!
Yeah!
Oh, you got the timing down.
I did.
Good. So good.
Yeah!
Whose turn is it first?
We had a guest last week.
We had a guest last week. The
It's-
week before that, I think I went first.
Yeah, it's Jeremy's go.
Oh, pressure's on. He's in the hot seat.
Yeah.
At that dancing fool.
That dancing blurred.
At that dancing blurred.
I've grown past
No, it's an
He's
evolution. You told me that I
Rude.
evolved at the funeral. You said you didn't grow up. You evolved.
You did.
Well, you evolved too, my friend.
You look good. Well, I did too. Yeah.
I think that we both kind of
look
look
the
the
same.
same. I've seen your infantile pictures.
Yeah.
I know what you look
I look
like
the
as a
same.
baby.
Yeah. Look the same from childbirth to.
He was a baby teddy bear, and now he is a Jerry bear.
One of those 8,000 ticket ones that you see at the top of Dave & Buster's.
There you go. That's it. There it is.
Hell yeah.
Ladies, if you ready for your 8,000 ticket baby,
You gotta
baby
have
bear,
8,000 tickets.
You gotta have them. Be ready.
Not dollars, tickets.
Tickets only. It's the only currency that the state of Jerry Bear accepts.
Dave & Buster's.
Dave & Buster's.
Dave & Buster's ticket.
Scan that card and go.
Come on, bro. Hey, that's our first date.
All right. Yeah.
He's accepted the challenge.
Yeah. What I have this week? Now this weekend, for real, on the real deal. This weekend, Jay won't be here, but it's okay. But you will have the chance to see this pretty face in person once again at the Magic City Con, at the last Magic City Con that's ever going to exist in Birmingham, as far as I know, because that's what
To the
everybody's
best of
telling me.
everybody's knowledge.
Yeah. So I will be out there the entire weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with the TV playing snippets of all of our episodes and have cards out and my pretty face.
Come meet my boy Jeremy it's at the Galleria, right?
It's at the Galleria, at the Winfrey Hotel.
At the Winfrey Hotel at the Hoover Galleria, Magic City Con. Come see the Blurred Survival Guide table. Bro.
Yeah, and I mean, tickets for the entire weekend literally like $30. So
Yo, I mean, if you want to nerd out with your blurge out, come on. I mean, I can't. I hate that I'm missing it. I love where I'm going. I'm excited to go on this cabin mountain trip with some friends from high school. But no, dude, I'm honestly got some FOMO. I think you're gonna have a blast. I think all the other Blurred podcasts and social medias should be out and about as well.
Yeah, I believe Blurred Over will be there, but if not, then you'll still see me.
Well, Blurred Sunday will be there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure because she's with Blurred Over now, right?
Yeah, but she was her own thing at first. So I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see who all's out there. But like I said, I'll be there representing the Blurred Survival Guide team.
Come out and support our table.
Yeah.
Come out and support the podcast.
Yeah. Please. Because I got a table. That's it.
Well, thank you very much for your weekly blurb.
Yeah.
As always happy to hear from you. I have a new suggested movie that I want to recommend to everybody. And I mean, by everybody, I mean everybody that enjoys a good horror film.
Is it new?
It's new-ish. 2021, it's new. I finally got around to watching it. I don't know how we missed it during...
It wasn't free.
That's right. It was not out and available to us because it's on Amazon Prime. So if you got Amazon Prime, you can watch it. But it is the remake of Candyman that Jordan Peele did in 2021, and because Jordan Peele is great. I'm excited to go see Nope. I know I'm fully ecstatic to go check that out. But no,
alien horror movie by Jordan Peele.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so.
Or
good.
Candyman.
It's gonna be so good. But no, like I like the spin that they took on Candyman, and I think that if you are interested in the retelling of horror films, this one really does a great job of flipping the script on a traditionally, it gives more on a horror villain that didn't have a lot of reason initially around it, other than it was just, a typical bedtime nightmare story, kind of like but kind of like they did like for Freddy Krueger, they gave it a reason a bit more for the Candyman for Freddy Krueger to exist. They gave more reason for the Candyman to exist, and I mean they do it so well by intertwining it to real life events of throughout history and actual events that would make this villain, this boogeyman, if you will, make sense. And I really like that. They I mean, I don't want to give away too much about it because I think that that's one of the better things about how they kind of made it a bit smarter than the original iteration of it. It's deep, bro. It's real deep in terms of just going into how the Candyman became the Candyman and who the Candyman really is. So I think that if you enjoy a good story it wasn't terribly scary. It was creepy at parts for sure.
I think I've grown into seeing more horror movies, but I'll maybe check it out.
I mean, it's a Jordan Peele production. You can't discount it at that point for sure. And then I forget how to pronounce this.
Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Man, I like him a lot.
That's a great actor. He's a great actor.
He played Black Manta in Aquaman, and I loved that role.
Yeah, he was the brother in Greatest Showman.
Brother in Greatest Showman.
The acrobat.
Was he really?
Yep, he just had a very small part.
What?
Yeah, but he is the brother.
Well, 10 out of 10. That's right. He started in an episode of Black Mirror too. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, he was in the episode with Anthony Mackie, the game thing. Yeah, that one.
Dude plays an awesome role. He plays a tortured artist, and some creepy shit happens to him. So if you're really into this kind of movie, I highly recommend it. I enjoyed it. Miriam and I watched it in the middle of the day today. I don't know if I'd watch it at night. I might recommend it during the middle of the day. But no, I think that it's dope. It was really good, and I hope everybody can check it out.
Yeah.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you guys for listening and watching. And
Miriam, you got anything?
Yeah.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Bro.
Miss Marvel.
Can we, let's wind it out. Let's wind it out with Miss Marvel, because you cannot talk about the most diverse I mean, honestly, might be one of the most like on edge, diverse.
We got a mosque scene this week.
Pulled directly from the comics.
Yeah.
And
Like word for word.
Really?
Yeah.
Like them hanging out in the back, like talking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even
exactly.
the conversation between the leader and Kamala.
What?
Yeah, like that's pulled the line.
It's
Full
in the
straight from the
it's in the first comic book.
Yeah.
What? I loved that scene.
Yeah.
Cause like when like I've gone to the mosque, like I've heard like how people talk about it, and like it always fascinates me. Cause when we were at Eid, y'all were talking about how like the women in the back,
side versus the men's side.
the women's side versus the men's side. It's always very interesting.
Tradition.
It is.
Tradition.
And it is a traditional take on it all.
Traditional setting.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, no, Ms. Marvel is
Watching her come into her powers, bro, like saving the little boy that's falling out the tower.
Yeah, but his whole reason for being up there was taking a selfie.
So dumb.
In the
So
bell tower.
Middle of the Eid celebration.
Yeah.
He
But
was
if
trying to get a pic,
Well, he
fam.
said-
If y'all noticed, the shoes he was wearing were the shoes that were stolen from the mosque.
No.
Versace's. He stole the Versace's.
He sold my girl's shoes.
He stole
bro.
the Versace's from Homegirl.
Dang.
So he was a
Cassie,
he was a troublemaker.
Yeah.
He was a troublemaker.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Man,
That's
boy.
why they like if you I mean I'm gonna go back and watch it again, but if you look at the episode again, like they have a small little snippet of him on the shoes.
Wow.
And, like the camera's like pointed at the shoes, like a couple
to,
frames.
to let you know.
It was like, hey, we've seen these shoes, but not on his feet.
Bruh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So yeah.
I'm interested to find out more now about boyfriend and his mama.
Oh, Cameron.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
Cameron, like that shit, like that's
He ain't boyfriend yet.
he ain't crush, our crush.
Nah, there's also a theory that the mom is actually the great grandma that we'd be seeing in the visions. But we will find out.
I don't think
That's
it's
a theory.
grandma. I think she's like a distant aunt or something. I think he said, "I'm your cousin," or she said, "I'm your."
No,
cousin.
that was so they could like get past brother.
I know, but I think there's something there.
There was also an Eternals shout out in the whole
Yeah.
conversation. But he was talking about like how his mom and everything, everybody loves Kingo, and his grandma and everybody loves Kingo Senior.
Mm-hmm.
That was the name of Kunal's character in Eternals. Because remember, he was a Bollywood star.
Yeah.
That from the two different
Oh,
generations of Bollywood
shoot,
stars.
that was him?
He was like, yeah, he was talking about,
Oh, wow.
yeah, like my sisters and everybody love Kingo, but my mom and everybody loves Kingo Senior.
Right, I remember.
Yeah. I was like, why do I remember that name?
I
And then saw it
remember
and I was
now.
like, oh, they're talking about Kingo from Eternals.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so funny.
What?
Eternal shout
Well,
out.
the thing is, like Kingo and Kingo Senior are the same Kingo.
Exactly. and that's why that makes the conversation funny, because they're talking about the same
That's
man.
freaking.
They just don't know it.
Exactly.
That's cool.
I
man.
love it.
I love that shout out.
Yeah.
Dude, nice.
So, I mean, they're tying everything. They tying everything
It's so
together.
it's a beautifully made show. So
Yeah,
far.
and
Like,
it's-
I'm
yes.
enjoying it.
These,
I really am.
these text message scenes are like
So
my
dope.
favorite.
So
my full on.
It's straight from the comics. That's
It
how they were
is.
in
It's
the
straight out of the
comics.
comics, and it really reminds, like, you know how they did for what's it called? The DC one.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
The
Yeah,
Suicide
like
Squad.
it's like
But
very
it's
much
like, no,
like
it's
that.
literally that's what they did in the
That's
comics.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Very
That's
dope.
That's very very dope.
Yeah. Watch Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
'Cause we didn't spoil some stuff, and we didn't even say spoilers, but it's okay because
It wasn't a bad.
You should have been
spoiler.
watching it.
yeah.
It wasn't a bad spoiler.
It
Like,
wasn't.
it's not like a big major like
Nah.
situation.
Nah. Not like that epic cameo that we hadn't seen because there hasn't been a cameo yet.
Or that
Yet.
fight scene.
Yes.
Which one?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You gotta watch to find out.
I just know if this was set in the boys' universe, Homegirl would have been dead from that Mjolnir hit at the beginning of when she got the Mjolnir swung and like knocked her out off her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she her shoes like in the boys' universe, her shoes would have still been on the ground with her feet in it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm slowly watching the boys. I am slowly watching.
Catch up on the boys too. Ooh,
I'm slowly watching the boys.
because this
Very
week is
slowly.
supposed to be a penultimate episode. I'm not going to say the name of it because it's too NSFW
Okay.
for listeners' ears.
All right.
But
Well.
it's the penultimate episode that everyone's been waiting for 3 seasons. So
Okay.
I would recommend catching up before this week.
I'll probably catch up this weekend. I bet you that's what we end up watching the trip. But
Yeah, but we appreciate everybody for listening. And
Always.
where can the people find us, Jay? Because it's your turn this week.
well, you can find us on Facebook and YouTube at The Blurred Survival Guide, on Instagram and Twitter at Blurred Survival Guide, or no, on TikTok and Twitter at Blurred Guide, and you can find us on our personals at Blurred Activist.
And at That Dancing Blurred, remember you can shop with us on Redbubble and all the things. And other than that, keep surviving, everybody. Listen to the theme song.
Oh, yeah. Blurred Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blurred Activists.
At That Dancing Blurred. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jay, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and the Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat and the lyrics and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.